Hello, this week I wanted to take a moment to talk a little bit more about Carl Jung. I thought he was very fascinating, especially with what was like popping up in the discussion for the week. I did a search on him to answer a discussion post about influential psychologists, and I found a video on YouTube that kind of goes into like personality and how individuals have like this shadow, and the shadow being like these traits, these undesirable characteristics that individuals may have, and how individuals may decide to repress that. But if you do repress that shadow, you won't reach your full potential because you have to embrace the reality of the situation, being that you can't have like all these perfect scenarios, perfect situations all the time if you only like acknowledge the positive side without the shadow. But including the shadow, that is when individuals really reach that self-actualization. They're the full potential of themselves. I thought that was really interesting. I also did a couple Google searches, especially after watching that YouTube video, and I found that he believed that personality can be handed down through the generations, especially through the unconscious, the collective unconscious that individuals have, how these like repressed memories or urges may be in each generation passed down, and kind of building on that, how there's a personal unconscious as well. I read a little bit about that and how that can affect an individual's like growth, especially if something happened to them as a child. They might be like repressing that, and that might be like maybe a part of the shadow, but that affects how they develop, how they react to different situations. And I thought that was really interesting how it connected with like Freud's idea that like events that happen in childhood can greatly affect an individual even later in life in their development, how they react to situations, and like that's kind of like the basis of psychoanalysis, I suppose. But yeah, it's really interesting to see the connections between the different theorists and different psychologists. But I really enjoyed Carl Jung. I also didn't know that his sort of like sorting of personality was the basis for the Myers-Briggs test, because I know that's a very popular test for individuals to take. But yeah, learned a little bit more about myself. I'm going to try to embrace the shadow and try to reach my full potential through embracing the unknown, then also maybe the undesirable characteristics and parts of myself to become a better person. But yeah, thank you.